That shouldn't surprise any of us. But they went in there and absolutely obliterated the Connecticut Sun tonight. Caitlin Clark, big-time double-double. And before the game, Sophie Cunningham was asked about her comments that she made where she stood up for women's.
They say that in the crazy world of professional sports, there are some unwritten rules that everyone knows. You do not wake up a sleeping giant. You do not give a once-in-a-lifetime superstar any extra reason to play harder. And most of all, you should never make a dirty and unnecessary hit on a superstar's most loyal teammate. But it looks like the Connecticut Sun did not get that message. What happened on the court tonight between the Indiana Fever and the Connecticut Sun was not just a normal regular season game. It was a harsh, ruthless, and carefully planned beatdown. It was a complete blowout that people will study in film sessions and fans will talk about for many years. It started with a huge worldwide celebration that shook the sports world, and it ended with a complete TV disaster for Connecticut. Tonight showed the rest of the WNBA one clear and scary truth. If you touch Sophie Cunningham even once, Caitlin Clark will make sure your whole franchise pays a huge and embarrassing price. To really understand how big this destruction was on the court and the intense mind games that controlled this game, we have to go back to the beginning. We have to look at the unbelievable excitement before the game. The arena was not just loud. It was shaking with incredible energy. Why? Because only a few hours before the game started, a huge history-making announcement spread across every major sports network in the world.
That I don't normally do. Not that you did a great job coaching, that you did a great job of getting the hell out of Caitlin Clark's way today. When the GOAT has the ball in her hands, there's nothing anybody can do. This was a masterclass. This is why she is the best show in the business. Must-see television. Caitlin Clark put on an absolute dominant performance versus the Connecticut Sun. 27 points, 11 assists in just 27 minutes. Indiana Fever beat the absolute dog crap, beat the brakes off the Connecticut Sun, 123-88, 70 points in the first.
Caitlin Clark was officially chosen as the only global cover athlete for the new NBA 2K27 Deluxe Edition. Just stop and think about how big that is for a moment. This was not a cover made for just one region, not a digital-only promotion, and not a special extra cover hidden in the store. This was the first time in history that a WNBA player became the main face of the biggest basketball video game franchise around the world. This was not just a sponsorship deal. It was like she was being crowned. Clark stepped onto the court that night already known as a living legend, carrying the hopes for the league's money and future culture on her shoulders. The Indiana Fever locker room was filled with excitement that you usually only see after winning a championship. Everyone felt amazing. The crowd was full of energy, holding homemade signs and wearing special team gear. The team was ready to celebrate their franchise player's historic moment with a big win filled with exciting highlights, but the Connecticut Sun made a huge and proud mistake. The Sun came into that arena feeling sick of all the attention Indiana was getting from the media. They did not want to be just a small part of Caitlin Clark's historic night. They did not want to stand in the background of a 2K sports commercial. They wanted to be the bad guys. They wanted to ruin the celebration, spoil the party, and pull the Fever into a rough, messy, and very physical game. They thought Indiana's happy mood before the game meant they were weak. And that turned out to be the biggest mistake they could have made.
Athlete for NBA 2K27 Deluxe Edition. She's obsessed with the work. Pre-order NBA 2K27 now. I've taken a break from 2K. I haven't played 2K in the last 6 years. I'm not going to play. It's the same game, repackaged over and over again. But Caitlin Clark on the cover. Love to see it. Caitlin Clark on the cover. Absolutely love to. This should have happened year one. This should have happened year two. But you know what? They're not just going to throw her on the WNBA edition like Angel Reese and Asia Wilson. She's not going to get a participation trophy like those two. Oh, yeah, here you go, WNBA edition. Oh, really, for me? Nah, see, don't worry, Caitlin. Don't worry. In 25,
The Connecticut Sun, trying hard to shake up the new NBA 2K cover star, decided to stop playing normal basketball and started playing very dirty. Deep down, they knew from their scouting reports that they could not really stop Clark's outside shooting. They knew they did not have the defense to keep up with her amazing passing and playmaking. So, they tried to break the spirit of her team. Instead, they went after the heart, the soul, and the tough enforcer of the Fever, Sophie Cunningham. Then came Anna Morrow. During a very physical, dangerous, reckless, and completely unnecessary play that made thousands of fans yell at their TVs, Morrow knocked Cunningham to the floor. This was not a normal basketball play. This was not two tough players fighting for a loose ball or battling for a rebound under the basket. This was a planned hard foul. It was a play that clearly crossed the line from tough old-school defense into open and complete disrespect.
Cunningham, she's been getting praise from anybody with half a brain cell today. No doubt about it. Now, right here, double technicals for Sanaya Rivers and Caitlin Clark, who exchanged words after a Connecticut foul. That's 7 technicals for Caitlin Clark. One more, and she will be suspended. I hope they rescind this one because I thought it was complete bullshit. You see that score, 123-88. The Indiana Fever set a record for points in the first half of a game with 70 tonight. Wow. Yeah, and Caitlin Clark started this game fast. She never really took her foot off the pedal at all. And I got to tell you, if teammates could have made some shots, she might have had 16, 17, 18 assists tonight. There were a lot of shots missed on passes that she made directly to her teammate.
Cunningham hit the floor very hard. The awful sound of her landing could even be heard all the way up in the broadcast booth. For a quick moment, the whole arena became completely quiet. It was so silent it felt like all the air had left the building as the medical staff leaned forward from the bench. Connecticut thought they had done what they wanted. They really believed they had sent a scary message that would shake the Fever's confidence and throw them off their game, but they forgot who they were dealing with. Sophie Cunningham is not like an ordinary basketball player. She is a true warrior who never gives up. Instead of staying on the floor, and instead of looking at the trainers for help, Cunningham got right back up and refused to back down even a little bit. She jumped right back into the game and made it very clear that the Indiana Fever cannot be bullied, pushed around, or scared by cheap tactics.
When they are playing in the CC style, Caitlin Clark and Kelsey Mitchell are an unguardable backcourt. Kelsey Mitchell's passing the ball. The girl shoots at an efficient clip. Aaliyah Boston had 20 points, 20 minutes. I mean, damn, they beat the hell out the Connecticut Sun. Let's get a look at these GOAT highlights, please. Please. Let's get into these GOAT highlights, man. They can't stop CC.
Hell up. People don't.
Let's take a look at these highlights, man. Caitlin Clark put on a show, loading up threes. First play of the game. Bang! Baghdad! First play of the game. Y'all can't stop her. Snatch back. Pull up from the parking lot. Pulled up from the parking lot. Where's $50 to park at? Getting into the lane. And one. You can't stop her. They ain't even call it. Reverse is too easy for Caitlin Clark. She's unguardable. Another three. Baghdad. They can't stop her. She's pulling up. She's pulling up from Hawkeye Arena. What a pass to Aaliyah Boston. Man, Caitlin Clark can't be stopped. If you think there's anybody as good as in basketball as Caitlin Clark, you're either drunk, on drugs, you're delusional, you need to check into a mental ward, something is wrong. Pump fake, step back, cash. This girl's unguardable, man. The girl's unguardable. She hit, 5 threes in the first half, coming off. Look at that pad. Bounce pass to Aaliyah Boston and one. The best pick and roll. That was all.